Damn, guys. I'm sitting here making more and more videos with less and less clothes on. But it is a fantastic day today, guys. Honestly, had one of the most amazing days that I've had in a long time. Very relaxing, very nourishing, and yeah, just full of creative action, full of flow, and full of ease. Did a lot of writing today. Got to see my girlfriend and got to have lunch with my girlfriend, went for a facial, did some guitar playing. Yeah, it has just been a fantastic day. And I'm here to tell you exactly how it ended up being such a fantastic day. Because I wasn't trying to get anything out of my day, guys. I was just enjoying the process for process's sake. As I sit before you today, as I sit before you in this video, I could be thinking of how many views this video is going to result in. Could be like, for me to make this video, it has to have a certain amount of views in the end for it to be worth anything to me. And when I'm doing that, I'm not sitting in the process. I'm not sitting in that flow, that place where real, authentic creation is generated from. And that is no bueno for creation. Okay? That is going to stifle you guys. Because even if you do succeed in creating something, when it doesn't result in the result that you wished for, that you craved for, then what's going to happen is that's going to have a massive blow in your ego. And you're not going to enjoy creating anything because you've set certain... Sorry, guys. Bit gassy. Just had some antacid because my stomach was acting up a little bit. But you're going to mess yourself up. You're going to absolutely stifle your creative spirit, because creativity, in order for you to get that authenticity, has to be completely free of that ego. That ego is going to nail you big time once you have a built up an ego around what you do. Now, ego doesn't necessarily mean, guys, don't get me wrong here, ego doesn't necessarily mean having that sense of like bravado attached to what you do. But ego can also just be revolving around very strict rules and identities that you have around anything. The ego is a limitation in a lot of respects, because as I was speaking in my previous video, you can have ego around the circumstances which you need to create. You need to feel motivated in order to create. You need to feel energetic in order to create. You may even need to feel anxious or depressed in order to create. All of these are ego stepping into what actually should be this thing that you just do. You should just be able to create. We are, after all, designed in the Creator's image. Therefore, we are creators in our own right. It shouldn't be challenging for us to do, because after all, that is our nature. If we need to be in a particular way in order to do this, then what we're saying is we're not the creator. And all of a sardine, we're not able to create. How amazing is that, guys? Yeah. I was sitting here today wondering for a little bit what I was going to talk about, and all of a sudden everything just jumped into my head what I was going to talk about. I was going to talk about just the very process of even getting to the point where I create this video. For me, this is a little bit out of the ordinary. Normally I don't create videos at night, but I'm somewhat challenging myself. I don't even want to use the word challenge. I'm challenging myself to create videos when I normally wouldn't create videos, to get rid of this ego attachment I have to specific times, specific places, specific outfits, all of this kind of thing, and just getting rid of all this identity that's become entangled with the process of creation. It doesn't serve me in any way to get caught up in these stories that I tell myself, because make no mistake, guys, all they are stories, all they are narratives. There are some stories, there are some narratives that I will credit you. They are useful, but make no mistake, they are stories, they are narratives. Okay. If you think, for example, that you have to do something every single day, even something as useful as that, do something every single day to be successful, then that's also a limitation. Okay, maybe it's a useful limitation. But you got to think of it as a limitation, because now what happens? Maybe your health fails. You lose the ability to do it for a day, 2, maybe 3 or 4. And all of a sudden, your streak has ended. What are you going to do now? If you are stuck in that ego limitation, then what is going to happen is you're going to lose it. You're going to be like, oh my gosh, I'm not that person anymore. I'm not the person that does this thing. Okay? Because you still feel like you need to be doing something to actually be the person that does the thing. I hope that makes sense somewhat. But it's like, once you stop actively engaging in an activity, all of a sudden you're not that person who does the thing. All of a sudden, if I'm not creating every day, I'm not a creative person. That's rubbish, because we never lose our connection to the ability to create. But because of the stories that we tell ourselves, it's very possible to forget that we are just always constantly connected to this creative source. Some people may call it God, some people may call it the universe. Use whatever language that you choose. But we are always connected to that energy. And we need to get rid of all the narratives attached to the access to that energy. You don't have to be in the best mood. You don't have to be anxious. You don't have to be energetic. You don't have to be tired. You don't have to be, you don't have to be motivated. You don't have to be inspired. You don't have to be disciplined. You don't have to be lazy. All these things, you always have that creative energy. Get rid of all the labels. Get rid of all the limitations that you've placed on your ability to produce and create. And just live in the flow. Don't try so hard to fix everything. In fact, really practice sitting down and doing nothing. This will really help tap you into that energy a lot more. People might be, but I want to produce things. What is doing nothing going to do for me? Well, guys, honestly, it really is the key to so much more than you might think. This is something I will cover in a future topic. But in the meantime, guys, stop creating so many stories in your heads about when is the appropriate time to create, and just start making something today. Make something right this minute. Switch this video off and go and create something. You want to draw? Go draw. You want to make a video yourself? Go make a video yourself. You want to go sing? Go sing. You want to go say hi to somebody? That's also a form of creation. Creating connection. Go say hi to somebody new. Take action immediately after watching this video. Don't delay, guys. Just go do it. Even if you don't feel it, you don't need to feel like it to go make it happen. Okay. So yeah, get rid of those stories, guys. Go make something happen right this very second. Have a wonderful day, guys.